Welcome to our third and final day of MagicCon Minneapolis. It was Sunday, so before we went to the convention, we went to church. Magic brings us so much joy, but it sort of pales in comparison to the joy that's awaiting us. And speaking of joy, Sunday was full of it. Matt decided he wanted to try judging.
Yeah, so what do you need?
It says that the dual line taps for 2.
That taps for 2. Did you play a second land with the Zuza?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah. So since it's a dual land, it counts as 2 lands, so you can actually only play 1. What?
What are you doing? This is a tournament sanctioned event. You cannot judge cards.
So here's what Elish Norn looks like without her headpiece. Guys, it's Brian David Marshall. I am doing so much walking. Look, do you see? So there's that kind of purplish light, and then there's a red light, and here's the green light. Each of those lights is a different hall, and then there's one on the other end of that black lit one. That's where the Pro Tour is. So there's 4 halls of distance, which is crazy. It's huge, and I'm walking all the time, getting lots of exercise. My back has been killing me, and I think this guy here has the right idea. How cute is this? This guy put his wife and his dog on his playmat. You can pay $5 to get a random booster. Can I peek inside? Ooh, got some good stuff in there. It's Brian Kibler and Brad Nelson.
Oh my gosh.
Another story time. So I was on like a first break, and I thought I would get some cards signed by the artist. And I was in line to see Livia Prima. I wanted to get her name right. But she had this thing you could pay her to do a portrait or whatever. And so it was like, it's beautiful, but it takes like 25 minutes. So 2 people in front of me were doing that. I had to be at my shift, and I asked the stranger behind me. So I gave him my cards and a $20 bill, and I said, if you get these cards signed for me also, you can just keep the change and bring it back to me, and I'll be in the red area or whatever. And he said, okay, yeah, sure. And I walked away happy. And then it hit me that he could just take my cards and my money, and I would never know, because I don't know his name. I'm never going to see him again. And I realized that I probably trust strangers too much. They're still good in the world, because he came back with the 2 cards signed, and they're beautiful and they're wonderful, and he's a good person. Can somebody explain this to me? What is the point of these metal bars? I just don't understand. Thanks, Jimmy and Josh from the game nights. Look how long their line is. It also goes all the way over there. Alright, so right now I'm on my way walking again to the cosplay contest, which I'm actually kind of excited about. I've been seeing a lot of them kind of walk around just randomly, so I'm excited to see all of them in one place. Okay, full disclosure, this event actually happened on Saturday, but we forgot to put it in our day 2 video, so sorry. But I thought it deserved a place in our vlog videos, so here it is. Just like the Game Nights live show, there was standing room only for this show. Each person came out in their costume, and then the 2 hosts asked them questions about how they built it and why they built it, and it was just really interesting to watch and see it.
Very worried when this is there for a while. How did you feel heading into Master of the Machine? This is a character that really resonated with you.
So here's another event that can only happen at conventions. It's Gavin Verhey's Unknown event. So everybody, it's a sealed event. They're kind of lining up and getting started over there. They get 2 March of the Machines packs, 2 mystery convention packs, and then a set of playtest cards. And they have to build a sealed deck. And then this screen here tells them something that happens as they travel through the plains. So now they're on Alara. So that effect happens. But then that screen changes every 15 minutes or so.
Attack, you can flip the power and toughness of one of your attacking creatures. That's it. Welcome to the inversion zone.
That's Gavin right there. It's Foxy again. These guys just did a 30th anniversary draft, so they got 30 packs, 1 for each year of Magic, and then they're building sealed decks. 30 packs. It's Sam Black. What was I gonna say? Jordan and Matt got into some on-demand events, so I'm just kind of waiting for them to finish, and then I think we're gonna head out. Hanging out at the prize wall, trying to cash in all of our winnings. Look at that backpack. They also have lots of secret layers that you can buy with your ticks. When I try to explain to like my family members or my colleagues or any other adult, basically, what I'm doing, like I'm going to a Magic the Gathering convention, whenever I try to explain it, I always struggle a little bit because it always makes me sound very immature and things like that. So we're just gonna lean into that, and all 3 of us adults, after playing games all weekend, we're gonna go to Minnesota's largest candy store. That's where we're gonna spend an hour of our time. Minnesota's largest candy store is basically a barn, but even Spider-Man likes it, so it must be good. Just have aisles and aisles of candy. Candy and candy. Hi, Jordan. Look. Largest porta potties. Psych. This crazy wall is where Jordan found all of his things. Mustard soda and bacon. Down here there's sweet corn. This is pretty crazy.
Love that.
So we're in the car, we're leaving, last day. It's over! It is over.
So sad.
Super great.
Super great.
In retrospect, I wish I would have not signed up for so many pre-registered tournaments, and I would have just done some more on-demand stuff.
I had a great time. I think it's hard to judge for a whole day and then do stuff afterwards. I was exhausted. So
Yeah.
I think maybe I wouldn't do both of those things on the same day. I'd split it up next time. But it was good. Right?
Nice. Okay, so go back to your Alpha Cube.
Yeah.
Pack 1, pick 1. What'd you take?
Mox Ruby.
Okay,
Shivan Dragon.
and then a Shivan
And then
Dragon.
pack 2, pick 1, Mox Pearl, and I had 2 Sarah Angels.
Oh my gosh.
And I had and actually, honestly, I won with goblins. These ones that you can make flyers.
Ooh, here's one, Catherine. What was your favorite game that you played? Like favorite match, favorite game, whatever.
On Saturday, I was judging all day, and when my shift was over is when all the tournaments were over. So there was really just Command Zone available. So
Gotcha.
I played like 2 games of Commander. So I really only played like 3 or 4 games of Magic over the weekend.
Wow.
which is kind of weird, but
That is weird.
I mean, I did everything I wanted to do, so I feel good about it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was your favorite thing that you did or saw all weekend?
Actually, you know what? And this really surprises me, but I thought that those cosplayers this morning that was really cool. Like that, because normally I don't like care about stuff like that.
Sure, you just play cards.
Yeah.
Well,
What was your favorite match that you played?
I killed this one guy really quickly.
That was your favorite one?
But he was really cool. He was depressed at first, but we actually talked about it afterwards. No, actually, my favorite match was our third round in the trio event. I played against this kid. All will be one was his first set. And I was like, damn, you are confident to come to a whole con and only doing one.
Yeah.
So I thought he was a teenager. That's when you played that little kid and he almost beat you, but he didn't know what he was doing. In fact, he should have lost, but he didn't. Like,
Yeah.
the little kid made bad decision.
One bad choice. He was actually a really good
But he should have beaten you both games, right?
He should have beat me before.
Yeah, so he just made bad decisions.
So 4 years ago, I came to Grand Prix Minneapolis, which was in the same place, the same hall, except that it was one hall room, and this time this event is using up 4 hall rooms. So already you can tell that it's so much bigger than it was 4 years ago. I didn't really have the best experience. It felt like I paid a lot of money to just lose games. There wasn't really anything for me to do then. I couldn't enter any of the constructed tournaments. And so I didn't really have a good experience. But this time around, it feels totally different. This time around, they had live shows, like the cosplay show. They had the Game Nights live episode that people could watch and interact with. They had like seating area and streaming area for the Pro Tour. They had like 25 or more artists there. They had all of this artistic decorations. They have so many free play areas, and they are huge, and people are like, well, like Jordan set up a cube and just played that for a couple hours. It feels different, and I think the difference is that this is a huge thing. Magic the Gathering has so many fans, and they each love it in their own way. So some people like to get their decks foiled out at these things, and they just spend time with the vendors. Some people like to chase down the pro players and meet them in real life. Some people like to meet the YouTubers in real life and the Twitch streamers. Some people like to grind out on-demand events to get ticks and prizes. Some people like to do the cosplay and watch the cosplay show. Some people like meeting the artists and having the artists do custom things or having the artists sign their cards. Some people just want to show up to play Commander or just show up to play whatever. But all of those people are engaging with Magic the Gathering in their own way. So we're all at the same place, we all love the same thing, and we're all loving it in a different way. And to me, that feels like magic.